What's up everybody, Alex here and welcome to the Dota Underlords Best Builds of the Week, the weekly series where I show you guys some of the top meta builds available in Dota Underlords. Now the first is your meta Scrappies. Yes, they got toned down a little bit, but you know what? At the end of the day, they're still pretty damn good. They're still hotly contested in the meta. I like this build right here. You got Broodmother and you got Weaver, so you're going to get the benefit of the insects. Terrorblade on the edge here, who's going to be doing a ton of DPS for you. Tinker up front. You know, I've been playing with Tinker's positioning. I like him up front because the amount of damage he's going to be taking on, especially with his armor bonus and his health regen, he's going to be able to just be casting tons of missiles. So having him up front allows him to generate a little more mana, especially at level 3. Of course, at level 3, he's able to cast much faster than level 2 or 1. So a very good position. If he's only level 2, then you could very well put him in the back there to keep him up because his cooldown is going to be a little longer, significantly longer in fact. Damage dealing Hobgen is great, so support damage dealing, kind of boost the DPS. Friendly fire is not bad, but I really am enjoying the DPS boost given by the support damage dealing Hobgen. We're running Bounty Hunter here because we can 3-star Bounty Hunter. Sniper in the back. Now keep in mind, if you have a Pudge or if you're against Assassins, which are kind of coming back into the meta, what I would do is I'd put Weaver here to basically bait any of the Assassins. Hunter's going to jump, and then Weaver here is going to absorb some impact for Sniper and Hobgen, and then he'll scurry away once his mana is full. It kind of just delays the attack of the Assassins. And the reason why I'm mentioning the Assassins and how to avoid them is because Assassins are back. They've had some minor adjustments made. Basically what you're seeing here is you're seeing the opportunity to kind of use Warlocks and Dragons. The Warlocks to kind of provide some healing. You're going to be going damage DPS and Essex here, so with the end of medicine to boost up the damage potential of your Assassins. This is a build where you're really trying to burn down the opposition fast. Broodmother, just to kind of, you know, slow down the opposition, slow down their casting potential. Alchemist is vital to this build. He's hotly contested because of the Scrappies right now, but you're using Alchemist to basically burn down the armor of the opposition. Dragon Knight, also another contested unit, simply for the pure DPS, because Viper is absolutely unbelievable right now. Queen of Pain, Faceless Void in there because, you know, hopefully you can pull him as the ace with the benefit of having all the Assassins there, right, which is going to increase the opportunity for you to grab him. Slark has been recently improved with his turn radius and his ability to actually attack a little more frequently. The major disadvantage to this build is that it is so item centric. You need butterflies, you need Mask of Madness, you need good items, and if you don't get good items, if you don't get good assassin items, then this build is going to fall apart. And for the next build of the week, what we're doing is something a little more balanced. We're moving towards something that is not overly contested. We want Lone Druid and Treant Protector up front, 2 Druids in order to buff themselves with the Druid synergy. We want Viper and Dragon Knight because they are just auto includes in almost all builds right now. I would like Snapfire in here as well. If you can get Snapfire in, another great unit. You're going to run Sand King, and you are going to run Broodmother to get the insects falling from the sky there. You want to be attacking the opposition as much as you can. We have, it's a 9-unit build, but you could very easily get rid of Doom or Ogre Magi for an 8-unit build. Ogre Magi in the back just basically protect Hobgen. Once again, support damage dealing Hobgen is the choice to go here. Viper and Dragon Knight protected. Alchemist on the edge here, who's going to come in late. The only reason why you have Alchemist here is that if in the event you have someone come in on the edge, you want to protect that Dragon Knight. And again, if you like, you can really very easily sub out you know, Doom for Ogre Magi, especially if you're not against Assassins. The reason for that is because Doom will just kind of move up. Actually, if you're not against Assassins, you should have Doom on the edge there. But if you are, right, Ogre Magi does have the benefit of casting on himself, which will kind of keep him stationary in position, which will allow him to basically bait all the Assassins, and the brute bonus that he has is going to apply the damage debuff as well. If you get to 10, you know, Lifestealer is great in this build. You know, Axe could even work in this build if you have him from earlier in the game, but Lifestealer is a little better than Axe in this build, most definitely. But completing the brute bonus will help you counter some of the Assassins, which people are starting to catch on to as being effective again. And for this fourth build, we're going with Knights and Healers and Legion Commander. Now, Legion Commander recently got nerfed. I've been playing with this build and still finding success with Legion Commander. She's not utterly broken like she was before, but in this Knight build, she actually works pretty well. She's basically another Knight. She's getting the damage reduction, and she's going to be getting the Dragon bonus as well from, you know, so when she wins a duel, she's going to get healed as well. We're running Healers because the Healers are not really being utilized all that often, and honestly, they're damn good. You know, we're going to go Jewel with his healing so that we can kind of share the wealth with the healing potential here with our amplification. We're going Dazzle, Necrophos, and Omni Knight. All three are not highly contested right now. Viper, Snapfire, and Dragon Knight are highly contested, so they're a bit of a challenge. These are the knights you want to go. You don't want to go 6 knights here because quite frankly, I don't think that gets you the extra benefit that you really want. That extra 5% is not enough. You'd rather have the dragons in there, so you're going to reduce the amount of magic resistance and the amount of armor you have, but you are greatly increasing the DPS because of Snapfire and Dragon Knight. If you get to a 10th level, it can knock out, or you can basically add whoever you want. Best value here, you know, a good choice here would be, you know, Troll Warlord. You can easily go Lich as well. I would stay away from like Gyrocopter unless it's really gifted to you at 2 stars. But overall, right, a very balanced build, one that you can find success with in this current meta. And for the final build, basically it's a testament as to what can happen if you just go completely against the meta. In fact, I'll be releasing a video on this build tomorrow in which I absolutely wrecked in Knockout because I went against the meta. I simply was going units that no one else was going, and this was the result, more or less. Maiden, easy 3 stars. Keeper of the Light, get him in there. Morphling, easy 3 stars. Primordials are garbage, but Morphling is excellent. His waveform is a fantastic ability, much like Sand Kings. Put him up front, let him cast early, get him to the rear line, hit some of the squishies. Kunkka, Warriors aren't great yet. Warriors just got buffed a little bit there, but I still don't think Warriors are in a great spot. I'm going to work on a Warrior build perhaps for next week, but right now I'd stay away from Warriors if I can. Lycan, no one's going Lycan. Tinker, obviously hotly contested, but so damn good, especially with the mana regeneration from the Human Alliance. And if you get to level 10, feel free to add another human in there to get to 10 mana per second. 7, I think, is the sweet spot, and this is a 9-unit build. Of course, all my builds are generally 8 or 9-unit builds. And if you get to 10, get the best next available unit. You know, if it's a mage, sure, you know, you're not going to get to 6 mages here. I would like to get to 6 mages at some point. Right now, it's not worth it. You're going to be way too squishy. You're going to get absolutely destroyed. And this build, with the exception of your Tinker, Dragon Knight, and Viper, is almost completely uncontested. You're going to be able to get these guys to super high levels. Jewel, I like Barrels of Fun in this build simply because it wreaks havoc and it allows you to kind of bolster your DPS. But you know, damage support Hobgun works well as well. So it's all up to you. This actually is pretty versatile, but at the end of the day, it's all about going against the meta, getting units to 3 stars, and just completely dominating the board. Thank you guys so much for watching, and a special thank you to all my wonderful subscribers. Take care, everyone, and I hope that these builds help you in Dota Underlords this week.